Hey everybody, it's Jen from ScanNCut Jam Sessions and ScanNCut Canvas and Scal Help on Facebook. Okay, I want to go through and show you how you can hook up your ScanNCut2. Now this is the second model, the 350 and 650, not the original versions, the 100s, the 250s, and all of that. I want to show you how you can go ahead and link it up wirelessly. Now, this is wirelessly to use it with other programs other than Canvas. That's my phone going off, sorry. We can, on the 650, use it with a wireless card to transfer our files wirelessly one at a time. And I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay? So, and once again, you remember, you'll have to highlight the files, come up here to the Properties tab. I did select an object. Frustrations. Edit. Group. So, you seen what I did? I had to go group it. Then come up here, select a color so that you can see what you're doing. Okay, that's a file that I made up. But now I want to send this wirelessly to my 650. But anyhow, the 650s come with the card already. They come wirelessly ready, but you can only send one file at a time. The 350s do not come with the card. You have to purchase them separately, so that's a separate purchase. So you can go ahead and hook them up through Canvas only. The way that I am going to show you is a way to do it so that you can use it wirelessly with other programs. My program of choice is Scal. Sure cuts a lot. Okay, so now we're going to continue to wait for this to load. I was so excited when I did it, I about fell on the floor and made my dog start barking. My family all wanted to know what was going on up here. I tend to get highly excited. Okay, so what I did is I went to download and then I left clicked ScanNCut transfer. That's going to wirelessly feed it to the ScanNCut machine. Okay, so it should come up and say go ahead and head to your machine and click a button. That's what it should say. Boy, this is taking a while. And the other day I was encountering problems with it. Okay, it says it's ready. So, I'm going to pause this and head over. Okay, so, let's get this focused in for you. I tried to bring some stuff up and it was not hooked up. It would not read. So I was having wireless issues with just the machine, not my printer, not any other wireless thing. So sometimes you run into issues with that. But I could still send them wirelessly through Scal. So it was just something with them. There we go again. So you see it has its issues with the wireless network. Okay, so let me fiddle with it and see if I can get it back up to working. I think I may have it, hopefully. Maybe. Thinking about it. Hopefully. Come on. You can do it. Nope. Still not working. So this is one issue that I feared would happen with this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my SSDI cord. That's what I call it. Some people call it a printer cord. I'm going to hook that puppy up. And I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to hook it up to this little jobby that I have installed in my home. Okay, now I was at Walmart. I call it Wally World. I was at Walmart yesterday and I was investigating all of the different types of these that they have, because this one was fairly expensive and I would have preferred not to buy the most expensive one that they have, but someone had made mention that this is one that would possibly work, so I went with this one. There are other ones that look like they might work. If you're brave, you can try them. Keep the receipt, take it back if it doesn't work. But I know that this one does work. Let me get some light on it for you so you can see what it is. Here is the number GUWIP204, and it's IO gear right there. And this is what it looks like. It's a 4-port USB sharing station. You still need a router. Some people think you don't. You need a router. So all of these things get hooked up to this, and it goes through your router and to your computer. Now, I could not get, hang on, what did I just do with it? I could not get the USB stick, the Wi-Fi USB stick to work because it does not write from a computer to the USB stick. So, if you can find a USB stick that allows you to write from a computer to the wireless USB stick, you'll be in business. But, let me show you the one I had. This is the one I had. I'm sorry. Let me get this better focus. This is the SanDisk. It is a 32 gigabyte wireless flash drive. When I turn it on, it'll flash blue, which means the wireless is now working. Okay? Does not work. It can write from a mobile phone and a tablet, but it will not write from a computer, so this is worthless to me. Alright? But you can feel free to try whatever you want. Just please be careful. I do not want you to damage your machine. But I don't think that it's possible to damage the machine. Just be careful of its brain. Okay, so if you go and you buy one of these, I think they have them at Wally World for like 60 bucks. If you go buy one of these, they have really good instructions. You're going to follow those instructions to the letter. You're going to take this little machine down. You're going to plug it in to your router in the back with the Ethernet cord. You're going to plug that in. So, let me put this all back together. So you're going to plug this in with this in the back of it. Plug the other end in to the router. Alright? Then you're going to stick this CD into your computer, and you are going to follow the directions, like I said, to the letter. Poobie, get back. So you're going to go through and set it all up. This is where I said you'll probably need some help, like a teenager, because teenagers are good for, kitty, get down. Teenagers are good for helping things like that. You're going to need to know, like, the IP, which it's good. This will find it. You can actually click a button and it will scan through and find it, and you'll see it'll tell you all that. This is good. It'll help you through it. You have an instruction booklet in here too, which is nice because it's like one page. Let me pull it out for you. One page, and it'll show you how to do it. See, it's one page. Really clear. But if you have someone that's kind of handy with things like this, I recommend you doing that. That would be better and easier on you. So, have that all hooked up, go through, do all of that, do all of the installation, making sure I catch all of the techniques. Plug that in. Once you get it to recognize, so it comes up on your computer, then you can unplug the little machine from your router. Okay, then you're going to bring it up or bring it to wherever your ScanNCut is. I'm going to take you over and I'm going to show you mine. Okay, so mine is sitting up here with all of my junk. Okay, so mine's sitting here, and here is my ScanNCut. Okay, so it sits right here, and then I have it attached with the SSDI cord to that. Okay, my house is over 180 years old. I have 2 foot thick horsehair plaster walls. I am upstairs, okay? My router is downstairs in a back bedroom. So I think for me this was the best choice because it does have the little antenna thing. So I needed it to be kind of powerful. Meredith showed one, a little, I think it's called Hutu, which is a good one. Like if you have a newer house with the thinner walls. My walls are so thick that it's sometimes hard for Wi-Fi signals to get through. Which, you know, hey, it's okay for me. I love my house. So that's how you go about hooking it up. Please get a kid to help you if you need to, because it can be kind of tricky. So let's bring us back to the computer here. I'm trying to get this set up so where you guys can see it. Okay, now let me see. Oops, I got to bring up the IO gear. So you'll get a little icon on your screen that looks like this. Okay, now look. Oh, hang on, let me shut that off. Move this over. Mass Storage, Brother Industries Limited ScanNCut machine. Now this is exactly what it says on the older version, and I will hook up the older version and show you what it says, what it does, and what it does not do. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and I am going to right click. This has to be a right click, which is the odd click, not the left click that we always do. Okay, and it says connect. So I'm going to go on there and I'm going to left click that then. Now watch what comes up. Manually connected. Okay, so what does that mean? Pay attention to this part. What that part means when it says manually connected, it means that I cannot, I'm going to show you. I cannot unhook this SSDI cord from the USB port here because it is manually connected. Okay, so you're going to put this cord someplace where it is out of your way. Gosh darn it. Where it's out of your way and you're not going to trip over it. So it's sitting there, that's fine. This is the only USB thing that I want attached to it. I could attach my printer if I want to, but I don't need to because it's already wireless. I have my sharing stuff all taken care of. This is the only machine that I need. Okay, so make that very clear. If it says manually connected, you have to leave that cord there. Okay, so let's come back here. Alright, so once that's up, hang on guys, I'm going to pop this out here. Okay. Sorry that it's kind of hard to see, but this is the only way that I can do it. I'm going to bring this down, then I'm going to go grab my scale. Okay? Alright, so let's just start bringing in some SVGs. You know what, I'm just actually probably gonna, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna put some items on a page because I want to go fast. Okay, so we have the heart. Let's do a flower. Let's do a gear. And let's do a big fat plus sign. Okay, and let's make them all a bit bigger so that we can actually see them. And I'm sorry if this video is going to take a little bit longer. I don't like doing that. Okay, so now we're going to go File. I'm going to bring you in. Okay, File, Export. I'm going to come up here to that tab that's going to allow me to select. I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see this. Okay, now it doesn't look like it's there, right? Wrong. It is right here. It is my removable disc G. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to pull this out here so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, recording the computer screen's kind of crappy. Okay, so I pulled that out. I'm going to come in here, FCM heart, enter, because enter is save. Okay, so that one's done. Page 2, file, export, removable disk G is already up there. FCM, what the heck was it, flower? No, it doesn't matter, I can rename it when I get in there. Flower, save. 3, export, save as type, I'm changing to FCM, file name, gear, enter, save. Page 4, file, export, removable disk G is already up there, save as file type, FCM, name, plus, enter, save. Okay, so that's what I did in Scal. I did 4 all at once, and I sent them over there by going to removable disk G, which is where I have my wireless ScanNCut set up. So now let's head on over there and see what we get. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let me get you focused in here. Okay, so now we're going to go to our saved data. And this is what we're going to use because it was transferred via quote unquote USB. Okay, here's my flower. Awesome! So now I'm going to come in here. And because it was transferred this way, if I were to close this out, and you know, let's say I had to leave and go to the doctor's like I did yesterday, if I close this out, it's just going to erase it because it was only transferred wirelessly, so it's not saved in here. If I want to save it, I come here to save, and that is going to allow me, you know, some place to save this. Alright, so I want to save it, excuse me, on my machine. Do not forget to do that. It will erase this. So, let's go back out here. Okay, and let's see if that's true. Alright, so let's get this. Alright, so we got that. Now, if I turn it off, because I had to leave, I had to go shopping or something like that. I had to go buy some vinyl or some cool fabric. And I come in and I'm all excited. I want to go do my heart and stuff. I come here. They're all gone. That's what will happen. So please make sure that you save that, okay? Don't forget. But did you see all 4 items came in? Absolutely no problem. That was totally awesome. Well, let's come here and see if this little bugger decided it wants to work yet. I've had nothing but problems with the Wi-Fi, which I figured may happen to some people. It's frustrating. But now with the Wi-Fi that I have set up, I have no problem using Wi-Fi with Scal, which I love. I can sit down on my couch and fire them all through. Now I have not, you cannot unfortunately do this if your machine is off. And let me show you. I give up on that. Alright, so let's head over here. I'll show you why. Focus in, focus out. You guys like have seasickness yet? I should have told you to take some Dramamine before we started this, huh? Whew. Okay. You see what happens? It disappears. So you do have to have the power on. That is one of the unfortunate things, but you know what? At least we get to use it. So, you know, turn it on. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of work, turn it on and just start designing. Or what you can do is, let's say you're sitting down on the couch, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you are just creating like a mad, awesome, creative person that you are. Go ahead and save them all. Let me see here. Save changes, no. Save them. Okay, here. I need to just be quiet and get to it. Save them all as a SCUT file. Then when you get up here and you open your ScanNCut up, go ahead, bring them in, open them all back up, export them right on over there all at once, so that you know you can do it all at one time. Alright, so that's how you go about setting up a wireless, totally wireless, I mean, yeah, you gotta have the one dang cord, but it's out of the way anyhow, okay? A totally wireless ScanNCut 2. I'm not sure if you can do this without the card on the 3. I don't know. I don't know if that's what opens up the brain. I don't know. I'm going to go get my one right now and show you what happens when I try to use that. For all of you that maybe don't understand what I mean when I say I can't get it to work, I'm going to show you, okay? Okay, I plugged her all in. Look, it looks like the same thing, right? Okay, so let's come up here and let's connect her. Manually connected. Again, you have to leave her connected. Okay, so let's pull this down here. I'm going to come up to page 1. File. Sorry. Let me pop this out. Okay, ooh, that's ugly. Okay, that's better. Alright. Export. Come up here, and I gotta find my G. Oh no, there's no G there. See? There is no G. Let's try. Make sure it's, yep, it's still connected. File. Export. Pull it up again, see if it maybe took a little while. No. So it's not even listed. So even though it says that there's mass storage, because I did get in and was checking around, it says there's about 40 megabytes of mass storage on my machine. I don't know if the 250s and 550s are different, because mine was the lower end, actually the lowest end model. So I don't know if they maybe have a little bit of a different program than mine does. If any of you want to try it, feel free and let us all know, alright? Because if you can do it, that would be wonderful for everybody to be able to do it. But I know on my 100, oh yeah, right there you can see it says mass storage. I cannot get in there. And to be able to, you know, legally tell you that, comfortably tell you that, and to be able to tell you how to do it. You know, nobody wants to upset brother and things like that. So as of right now, I'm not able to do it. I do hope that possibly in the updates that are coming out, that maybe brother will put something in the updates that will allow us the possibility of doing this. And you know me, if anybody gives me a slight inkling, I'm going to run with it. But so for those of you that have the ScanNCut 1, the very first edition machines, the 100s, the 250s, and the 550s in America, and the coordinating other machines throughout the world, I unfortunately cannot get past this screen right here. Okay, as you've seen me just demonstrate, I cannot get it to come up. So there's something in the programming that prohibits that. Alright guys, if you have any questions, come on over to ScanNCut, which is spelled just like it is on the machine, ScanNCut, Canvas and Scal Help on Facebook. Find us over there. We've actually gotten quite busy here lately, but you can ask us anything. We're there for you guys to help you. So come on over, alright? You guys have a great day. Thank you.